Quardeay Julien. Thank you, everybody who's tuning in right now. I'm a published author. I've been writing since the age of 16. I was published at 21. I am a best-selling author now.
That's what's up. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So excited.
Just recently got that tagline attached to me, my latest release. So I've been rocking. I've been rocking and rolling for a long time. Never stopped. Never thought about giving up.
Yes.
Always continue to keep going. Always continue to push myself no matter what. And that's really it. You know? Writing is my life.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure.
Really my life.
How many books you got under your belt?
Going on 15 now.
15. 15 books. And how old are you?
24.
24.
Just like anything you would do in life, writing is something that you have to take seriously.
Oh, yeah.
A book is something that is going to be in the hands of millions of people, potentially. So it's a lot of money invested in it, and it's your time invested in it too.
For sure.
So you just always have to keep putting that into your head that when you do this, it's what you want to do. And once you do it and you publish it, at that moment on, you know, people are going to have this to remember you by for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
And your name's going to be attached to it, and it's your brand at that moment. So that's all you really have to remember.
For sure.
My ultimate mission in life, especially when it comes to my writing, is really just to solidify myself as a successful black man out here, not just in the world, but in the city of Milwaukee itself, because there are a lot of talented individuals and a lot of talented black males, and I don't think that we get a lot of attention,
right?
You know, or a lot of credibility for what we do, especially as an author, because in this city alone there are a lot of, you know, great authors, you know, Kendrick Watkins.
Oh yeah, shout out
to him for sure. He's one of my role models, my inspirations, and I really look up to him. And I think that creating this path where I can show a lot of black males, young black males, at the age of 16 and 18 that are coming out of high school, I can show them that there are a lot of different routes that you can take that, you know, could push you somewhere. You don't have to be necessarily an erotic author like me. That's just the path I chose.
Right.
But, I mean, not even just from writing a book, but being a screenwriter, doing something with producing or directing, anything that you put your mind to, you can. One of the biggest things about me is being different, you know. When you're out in society and you start that conversation, and for me, it's always a conversation starter to say, oh, I write books, and then when you tell them the type of books that you write, and it just kind of makes them look at you twice, but it's like, you know, and at a younger age too, you know, when I grew up, one of my favorite authors was Donald Goins.
Okay.
So, you know, at an older age, he was writing the same books that I'm writing now. And I like to I don't like to take credit for anybody else and say, I want to be the next this or that.
Right.
But I would like to put myself in a position where I could call myself like the Donald Goins of the city, where I'm writing books that kind of send you a message in a way. And that's why I'm kind of shifting focus from not just erotica, but more like street literature, where I'm teaching a message, or I'm sending a message, and I'm educating about the streets. Because like you said, a lot of young black males in the city, they like to center themselves on the streets and think that the streets are all that's there. And, you know, it's all about stealing, and it's all about killing, and it's all about not enough healing. So I feel like a good book can always heal the soul, especially if there's a message in it that's giving you something to remember.
Since you've been writing for so long, you've been writing for a very long time, at what point was it that you decided to actually brand yourself?
I think it started when I started posting on Facebook. Like, the short story started, and it really just kind of took off from there. It was just something I did in my spare time. It was for fun. It was something that kind of took my mind away from anything that was negative and all the stress. And it was something I did for my friends. And then from there, my friends started to kind of gas me up a little bit. And you need those friends that are kind of like your backbone.
Definitely do.
And, you know, and they're your structure. And they told me, like, you know, you need to try to consider this and put this into some type of published, you know, art. And so what I did was I just linked up with a couple other authors, added them on Facebook. You know, Facebook is a monster when it comes to connecting with people and conversing. So that just kind of took off. I met my first publisher, like I said, when I turned 21. And even then, I still didn't take myself seriously, you know, as a brand. Shout out to Eric Childs too, because he was also one who said just your first name alone is something that you can brand and create something out of. So what I did was, when I met my first publisher and we talked, I actually had to go through her twice. The first time I wasn't accepted for whatever reason, and the second time she signed me right away. So once that happened, my first book came out, and of course, like I said, with my genre of choice, you know, erotica, it was like, I have to brand myself now. If this is going to be me, it's going to be me until I eventually say, okay, I'm done writing. You know, I'm done writing books, or I'll retire from this particular aspect of writing. So branding me started right then and there. I collaborated with about a good 4 or 5 other authors when I was signed to the first publishing company that I was signed under. We did just a huge anthology of just nothing but depression short stories.
Yeah. And
really just sending a message to the worldwide audience, you know, and just kind of marketing and telling the story of depression from a fictional standpoint and from a non-fictional, where we're really just telling people, hey, look, you know, depression is a killer, you know, it's a silent killer. And I think that's another reason why I love writing, because you can, you know, really spread exposure and give exposure to a lot of different topics that are taboo to the Black community, especially because we don't like to talk about depression. We do, especially for Black males. You know, we keep it bottled up, and we like to kind of shift our focus on something else to take our minds off of it, when in reality, we're still dealing with it, and we just don't know how to. So for me, the way for me to kind of get my mind off of it or express my feelings and emotions is by writing. And that was my way of doing that, is by writing a short story based on depression and kind of giving that exposure, telling people about it. And it's amazing what you can do with a pen in your hand.
Oh, somebody out there right now, and you know, like, they're hesitant to following your dreams, and that's whether it is to write books or whatever it is. If they're hesitant to following their dreams, like, what type of advice would you give them?
Always keep your head up. I mean, that's number one. Sometimes it is hard to keep your head up and keep believing in yourself when you have people out there who aren't really helping uplift you. For me, it's always just thinking in the future, you know, of what you can get out of what you're looking forward to investing in. You know, I think that with anything that you're looking forward to doing in life, you have to believe in yourself. Just no matter if nobody else does, you have to believe in yourself. You have to take pride in what you do. You have to try to invest in what you do. Make yourself a brand before you even brand yourself, you know. Start conversations always. Like I always use the saying that a conversation starts the currency, you know. For me, talking to people, but it all starts here. It all starts from the heart. It all starts from inside. You have to believe that what you're doing is going to take you to another plateau, another atmosphere. So you always just have to have self-worth and really just invest in yourself, because at the end of the day, it's you who's going to benefit the most out of this, not anybody else. So no matter if nobody else sees it, you have to see it. You have to believe. So patience, pray, always pray, every day for sure.
Always, got to. First.
Pray every day. I'm just telling you, you know, prayer, take that seriously, because I spent a lot of time praying. I've had a lot of hardships in my life, but I never gave up. And when life knocks you down, you just have to remember that you're in a great position to pray. So
for sure,
you just have to keep praying. Always stay prayed up, for sure. Always stay faithful to the Lord. Stay faithful to yourself, and just keep moving. Just gotta keep moving. I
want you to let them know where they can find you.
You can find me right on Facebook. I have 2 different pages. I have my page. My main page is Quardeay Julien, just Quarday, you know, Julien. I also have my professional page, Author Quardeay, where I post a lot of updates on books that are coming out in the future. Otherwise, you know, you just look me up on Amazon. Of course, all my book links are there. My paperbacks are there as well.
Don't forget to share this video. You know, this was just to inspire you guys. Anybody out there that's hesitant to following their dreams, hesitant to taking that step of faith, you know what I'm saying? Or just trying to step out your comfort zone. Like, if we can do it, you can do it. Like, there's no excuses. Don't feel like, you know, you're not capable of doing the things that you want to do in life, because you really are. Appreciate y'all tuning in. I love y'all so much, and we're going to see y'all later. Peace.